welcome back to the Grid Girls podcast. We are three sisters who fell in love with the sport and the drivers. In our debut episode, we discussed what drew us to Formula One. In this episode, we're going to be going over the 101 of Formula One. So get your notebooks ready because today we're covering the basics.
It's lights out and away we go. We will start with quick introductions. I am Gisela, I'm the oldest sister and the newest fan.
And I'm Eve, I'm the middle sister, and I think I've been the fan the longest.
My name's Jeff. I am Tali, I'm the youngest sister, and have been a fan the second longest.
In today's episode, we'll be breaking down the basics of Formula One, and I mean basics. Think of it as Formula One for dummies.
Like you.
If you're new to the sport like me or a longtime fan that wants to brush up on the basics, pull up a chair and get comfortable. Now, what is Formula One? Formula One is a global racing championship where drivers compete in races called Grand Prix. But I think they pronounce it the French way, Grand Prix or something like that.
How is that different than what you just said?
Grand versus Grand. The season consists of approximately 24 races which take place all over the world. There are 11 teams, previously 10, which we will discuss later when we talk about what's new this year, with 2 drivers each. In Formula One, there are 2 championships to be won in each season. The Drivers' Championship, which is awarded to the driver with the most points in the season.
But sometimes the driver can score enough points early on that he just automatically wins the championship, no matter like who else wins the rest of the races.
I see.
Like in 2024, Max Verstappen, I think he clinched the title in Vegas and like it was done.
With like races still left in the season?
Yeah.
And then the second championship is the Constructors Championship. This is awarded to the team with the most points based on the points scored by both of their drivers in the season. So even though all drivers are competing against each other, this is still very much a team sport. Now, points. Points are scored based on your position at the end of the race. Those who finish in the top 10 get awarded points. The rest get no points. Points are awarded as follows. First place gets 25. Second place gets 18. Third place, 15. Fourth place, 12. Fifth place, 10. Sixth place, 8. Seventh place, 6. Eighth place gets 4. Ninth place gets 2. And the 10th place gets 1. Now, what happens if there is a tie?
If there's a tie between 2 of the championship contenders towards the end of the season, and they have the same number of points, then it would be determined by who had the most wins.
Now, let's talk about race weekends. Race weekends consist of Friday, which is practice 1 and practice 2, Saturday, which is practice 3, and qualifying. And qualifying determines a driver's starting position in the race. And on Sunday, we have race day. Now, how does qualifying work?
The way qualifying works, there are 3 sessions to qualifying, so Q1, Q2, and Q3. The main goal is to set the fastest lap time within the time set for each session. Q1 is around 18 minutes, and all 22 drivers compete to set the fastest lap. At the end of the session, the 6 slowest drivers are eliminated.
And that used to be 5, but now that there's 11 teams, they've changed that to 6 slowest drivers get eliminated.
I did not know that. In qualifying 2, the remaining drivers have 15 minutes to set the fastest lap, after which the slowest 6 are eliminated again, leaving the remaining 10 drivers to advance to Q3. In Q3, the remaining drivers have 12 minutes to set the fastest lap, and their finishing order determines their starting order at Sunday's race. The fastest driver gets pole position, aka first position.
Why is starting position important?
Okay, this is going to be a real Will Buxton situation here. It's important for several reasons. Being in the front row has aerodynamic advantages as well as offering flexibility with overtaking and pit stop strategy. Yes, the pit stops are strategic. It can also make a difference in a circuit like Monaco, which is narrow and more challenging to overtake.
Now, following qualifying, we have race days. On Sundays, drivers start the race in the position they earned in qualifying. As a reminder, drivers earn points when they finish in the top 10 of a race. The goal is always to score the most points. Now, in addition to race weekends, there's also something called a sprint. Can you talk about what a sprint is?
When it rains, the track is wet. So a sprint is basically a short race. It lasts about 30 minutes and covers 100 kilometers. And for the Americans, that's 62 miles.
If I'd known that I was going to grow up to be a fan of an international sport, I would have paid more attention in school when we learned about the metric system.
Which, honestly, I don't know why we don't just use the metric system.
When
Literally everyone else uses
Literally.
For real, like, I mean, Grandpa, whenever he talks about something and he says kilos, or like he talks about the weather and he's always saying it in Celsius, and I'm like, what is that, hot, cold? I have no idea.
Since sprint races are about a third the length of a normal Grand Prix track, there usually aren't any pit stops. Since sprints are shorter than a regular race, you're likely to see more aggressive and exciting driving. Sprints also take place during a normal Grand Prix weekend, and they replace the second and third practice sessions. There will be 6 sprint weekends in 2026, and which also offer opportunity for points to the 8 fastest drivers, starting with 8 points for the first place, and then reducing by 1 point until you get to the 8th place. And yes, sprints also have qualifying sessions to determine race order.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the teams and their drivers, and we're going to name them in order of team points from the last season. But we will name their current drivers for the 2026 season. We're going to start with the 2025 World Constructor Champs. We have McLaren. Their team points for 2025 were 833, which is pretty impressive. Their drivers are Oscar Piastri and the 2025 driver champion, Lando Norris. Next, we have Team Mercedes, the team that Lewis Hamilton won many, many championships with. Their drivers for 2026 are Kimi Antonelli and Thales F1 crush George Russell. Next, we have Red Bull Racing. Their drivers are Isaac Hadjar and 4-time world champ Max Verstappen. Fourth in points, but first in our hearts, we have Ferrari. Their drivers are Charles Leclerc, who is either very loyal or some might say stuck with a very long contract, and now driving with the 7-time world champ and Gato's dream man, Lewis Hamilton. He has now hard launched his relationship with Kim K, so good luck to his upcoming season.
Ooh.
Are they cursed? Fifth, we have Williams, who was floundering at the bottom of the barrel for many years and have slowly clawed their way to mid-range team.
I'd say a lot of thanks to Carlos for that.
With their drivers, Alex Albon and my personal eye candy, Carlos Sainz. Next, we have Racing Bulls, which is also affiliated to Red Bull. Their drivers are Arvid Lindblad and Liam Lawson. Did I say that right?
I have no idea, but I don't even know who Arvid is.
He's new this year.
Oh, okay.
I think he's from F2.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, who the hell is that? I don't remember that name. Where's he from?
Well, I guess we'll find out how to say his name once the season starts.
Yeah, I think it's Arvid Lindblad.
And then in 7th, we have Aston Martin with Lance Stroll and the LeBron James of the racing world, Fernando Alonso. And by LeBron James, I just mean that he refuses to retire.
I'm pretty sure he gets paid to still race.
Well, obviously.
Well, duh, they all do.
Well, they're... That's not what I mean. If you know what I mean, you would know what I mean.
Like
That's not what I
paid?
mean. Huh?
Like paid? Like he's getting a ton of money?
Yes. Like...
How much money is he getting?
I don't fucking know. But I'm just saying, like, I think... I'm just saying.
Anyway, in 8th, we have...
I'm saying, like, they'll never give that seat up. Because they want the name Alonso.
Fernando Alonso.
Okay. But
anyway, moving on. In 8th, we
that's
have...
how they get money. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
That the team gets money, that's why they keep him on there.
Damn, poor Haas can't even get an introduction. In 8th, we have Haas.
Is it Haas or Haas? Because it's American.
I think we talked about that last time. I'm not sure. I want to say Gunther Steiner used to call it Haas.
Okay, but English is not his first language.
That's true. That's why I was a little bit confused too.
Gunther.
I know.
We'll have to... He has a book. I want to read it. We should read
I
it.
saw it at Barnes & Noble. Maybe I'll get it next time. But anyway, I don't know how to say that, but we'll find out and let you guys know when we do find out. And then...
Also, English is not our first language either, so...
Yes. So forgive us if we mispronounce things. Now, their drivers are Oliver Behrman and Esteban Ocon. And then in 10th place, we have Alpine with Franco Colapinto and another fave of mine, Pierre Gasly.
Franco.
If you're wondering why I skipped 9th place, it's because Kick Sauber is no longer a team. We now have 2 fresh new teams, Audi, which took over Sauber, and their drivers are Gabriel Bortoleto, Gabby, and Nico Hülkenberg. And we're very excited to welcome an 11th team to F1 this season, and the 2nd team to the USA, Cadillac.
Why are you saying we're very excited like we're F1, like we're the FIA?
I meant like the 3 of us.
I know.
Are you guys not excited? Because I am.
Yes, I'm excited.
Hülkenberg.
So we're also excited to welcome back Mexican driver Sergio Perez, aka Checo, represent, and Valtteri Bottas. Don't laugh at me. Anyway, both of them were the number 2 drivers when Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen were champs. So we're very excited to see what they do this season. And we've also eyeballed some of the merch already, and we definitely like. Now, that was a very basic outline of Formula One, and in future episodes, we can definitely do more of a deep dive. But today, we also wanted to take some time to talk about what's new for the 2026 season, as well as cover some basic terminology so that you can be ready for the first Grand Prix of the season on March 7th.
Or when a man comes and asks you, name a driver.
For real.
What's DRS?
Drag reduction system, right?
Yes.
Right?
So here is what's new in 2026. As mentioned, we have 2 new teams, Audi and Cadillac, and a new Spanish circuit, aka track in Madrid. I think they're calling it Madring, but we don't know if it's Madring. I don't think they would say Madring.
Or Madring.
Madring.
I don't think. Oh, Madring.
No, I don't
I like
think
that.
Would.
I like Madring.
I think
I
it's
like
Madring,
Yeah.
like Madrid.
Yeah.
Madring.
That's what I
Madring
think.
in Madrid.
Yeah. So this year we actually have new car regulations, which have been changed from the 2022-2025, which was also called ground effect.
Yeah, the ground effect
The
era.
ground effect era. The ground effect era. Now it's called. I don't know.
I don't know what it's
We'll
called.
figure it out. We'll figure out what it's called.
We'll hear about it soon enough.
Yes. So, I don't want to go too technical into it, but I do want to say that DRS is no longer a thing.
Which
Why?
is such a fun thing to say. Bummer.
Oh, now we can't prove that we know what DRS is.
I know. How else will we prove our knowledge to the men?
So, if you don't know what DRS is, it's the drag reduction system as mentioned previously It's when the rear wing flap opens up when a driver is 1 second of the car ahead in a designated zone. It reduces drag and increases straight line speed. So the traditionalness of DRS is actually being removed, and the cars will now use active aerodynamics, meaning the front and rear wings can switch between different modes. I honestly don't know what that means,
We'll see it in action.
but we'll see it in action soon. I'm more of a visual learner. So people always tell me, oh, this is what DRS is, but I need to visualize it.
So a lot of people have been saying, like, what are the older drivers going to do? Because, like, Lewis is not a fan. But they said Kimi was like, okay, this is like... Kimi said he liked it. So...
Oh.
Is he like the youngest?
I think so.
Like a teenager?
Yeah, he's in Mercedes.
Damn.
He's either 19 or 20 now. I don't know.
I think he's 19.
Well, still,
he's still a child.
He's been driving for a while, so he was pretty young when he started.
That will be interesting.
Yeah.
Because they're like the new boomers with new technology.
I hate it. Go back to the V10 engines.
Honey, how do you do this? Okay, so I think I was also reading that the cars are going to be hybrid, like electric and fuel.
They've always been, at least for like the last,
Okay, well
I don't
then
know, 6
edit
years.
that out.
Well, this year they'll actually have more electrical power.
Yes, and the way they have to like save the energy, that's why they're upset, because they're, instead of like going hard in the turns, they're using the turns to like save the battery energy so they can go hard in the fasts.
Yes.
And like Alonso was saying how he thinks that it's a little counterintuitive to a driver because you're kind of like programmed to go into a turn as fast as possible. Right. And now it's like about like battery conservation.
Well, we'll have to see how it plays out. Was that it for the new regulations this coming year?
Yeah, I mean, they have smaller, lighter cars, fully active aerodynamics instead of traditional DRS, the stronger electrical component, and their focus this year is sustainability and strategic complexity.
That's a whole nother video, because how do you make Formula One sustainable when you're lugging around all 20 or all 10 teams cross country
in private jets
over the world? Sorry. Yeah, over the world.
So maybe they're just making themselves carbon neutral. But
first of all, y'all can sit in economy or first class for a couple hours. You don't need a private jet, every single one of you.
Max Verstappen's private jet.
I wouldn't mind sitting with them in economy.
If I got tortured my whole childhood and then I finally won a championship, I'd buy myself a private jet too.
But that's not the issue. The issue is all of them have private jets.
Not all of them.
So you're telling me some of them go on regular planes?
Some of them get rides on others' private jets. I think last year Lewis gave Kimmy a ride. I don't know if it was his own private jet or he had like chartered a private flight.
I think I remember seeing a video of like a few of the drivers from different teams like getting on one private jet. So I guess they're being sustainable that way.
You know, sometimes I wonder, because on their Instagrams, they post themselves in their private jets. And I wonder if they're like those LA influencers that rent out the jet just to take pictures inside.
Right?
We should do that.
Like it's always from the outside, like climbing the stairs, and it's never from the sky.
Oh, that's so funny. Damn, I can't believe people do that. That's doing too much.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I think in some of our upcoming episodes, we're going to start a segment called the Grid Girl Glossary to explain Formula One terms for other newbies like me. So we're going to start with a few very basic vocab words, which are Grand Prix, which equals race. We have a circuit, which is a track. If you've got your notebooks out, write this down. And then pole position, as we mentioned earlier, means first position. Then we have box, and this is something you'll probably hear a lot if you're watching races or highlights. You'll hear it coming through on the mics, and it's basically the pit lane. It's where cars stop to change tires during a race. You'll sometimes hear them on the mic going box, 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 and that's signaling to the driver that they need to go ahead and pit.
That's Charles Leclerc's worst nightmare.
And then we have the paddock, which is a team hub that's located behind their pit lane and their team garage, and it's basically like their backstage command center. That's another word you might hear a lot. And there's definitely a lot more key terms to learn because F1 has its own language. But we'll teach you as we go along. And what the heck are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing because I'm like, ugh, now I have to see freaking Kim K in the paddock.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
I saw this video of this girl. Yeah.
I don't know why I do that.
You gotta keep that. So I saw this video recently where the girl was like, you guys are making me agree with a man. Because remember how all the men used to complain about seeing Taylor Swift at all of Travis Kelce's games? And now,
actually, no, because I don't watch basketball. I mean football.
You don't say. Oh my god. Anyway.
I don't watch basketball and football.
Well, a lot of people would complain because every time she'd come to the game and they would like air the game, the cameras always panned to Taylor Swift, and people were complaining about that. And now all the girlies are complaining that the cameras are going to be panning to Kim K.
Well, they were already, not the girls, but a lot of, I don't know if it was men, just a lot of people were complaining that they were focusing a lot on the driver girlfriends. Like the wives and girlfriends, yeah.
I don't even watch, like, enough to be like, oh, there's
For it
too
to
much
bother
girlfriend.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watch the highlights. Because, I mean, it would be cool to catch one,
I mean,
but then a lot of them start at, like, 3 a.m.
It's
Yeah.
pretty normal.
And the packages are expensive. Like, to watch the races.
And it's pretty normal.
Online?
In the,
Let her finish.
We're not finished with this discussion yet.
Neither am I. It's on topic. Anyway, it's not uncommon in the sports world for cameras to like pan to whatever celebrity is at the game, but still like don't overdo it, you know? Like we don't need to see which celebs are at the game, at the race every 10 seconds, every 10 minutes. Like it's fine. We saw them one time, now move on.
Okay.
Did they pan to Lewis Hamilton at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they
They
did.
did. That's
They
how
showed
he
them
hard
kissing.
launched his relationship with Kim K.
Girl, how was fuck was I supposed to? I don't watch the Super Bowl.
What if he, like, made
Can we
it...
curse?
Yeah.
What
I
if
just
he...
watched Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Keep going.
No, I was just gonna say, like, what if he made a deal with the devil?
Oh my god.
No, I'm serious. And, like, now he's gonna win a championship with Ferrari.
Oh my god. First it's witches, now it's the devil.
Yes.
Okay.
They're all interconnected.
And
That's
on our
his
next episode, we're going to do the Ouija board.
What if he was like, put me in contact with whatever
When do
witch
the
your
races
grandma
end?
talked to? Huh?
When do the races end?
Early December. So as we get ready for the new season, I just wanted to put in a little like a little note on pre-season testing. So pre-season testing is like a short window where each and every team can test their cars, but a lot of, like, you'll notice a lot of the drivers and the team principals are saying like, oh no, like Red Bull's doing great. Red Bull's like got it in the bag. Or I saw Mercedes out there doing really great. I'm not feeling too confident about this car. It's called sandbagging, where they downplay how good their car is, so they don't like
So they throw off everyone else.
yeah, so they throw off all the other team members, and also you don't want like other people copying your strategy car,
Right.
whatever. And also sometimes if your car is like really, really good, it might trigger like an investigation to make sure like it's within regulation.
So is testing like closed to the public and to each other?
Not to each other. I
So
don't
they
think
can
so.
see each other's cars during testing?
Yeah.
Okay. So then how does that work if they're trying to sandbag saying it's not that great of a car, but everyone else just saw it?
Because they don't have the data.
Oh.
They don't
okay.
see what you see.
If they can Drive to Survive, like after some races, they'll sit down with their team and
They'll go over the
and they
telemetry.
Yeah.
Okay. So testing is done because they construct their own cars, right? And each season it's a new car that they've constructed
Yes, but they do have to fit
within the regulations.
within the regulations, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
So every season they build themselves a new car following whatever regulation changes, and then testing is when they're officially testing their finished product.
Yes.
Okay.
Which actually, I think last year, correct me if I'm wrong, I think McLaren, was it McLaren? One of the cars actually got, what's it called? Flagged for being, correct?
During testing?
No, it was, during the races. I think,
Was it Red Bull like in 2 years ago?
No, I think it was,
So,
I think it was last year. They actually might have, there was one race where they disqualified McLaren.
Yes, they
remember that?
disqualified McLaren, and then they also, Ferrari, both drivers got disqualified as well.
Was it because of the car issues?
Yeah, there was like a car issue. I don't remember what the issue was.
don't
Like it was like
remember
a seat height or something. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
something like that. There was...
So like
McLaren and-
the testing, it's not their final product. Like it's the car that they're gonna start with, but
And
they
they can
have.
tweak it.
Yeah, throughout the races, you'll hear like, "Oh, we're bringing new changes this next season," or after summer break, we're gonna bring these new changes, these upgrades. We're gonna bring these upgrades that'll like make the car better or something like that. So they're still working on it throughout the year.
I see. Okay. So it's very important to have a good car.
Yes, Will Buxton.
I'm just saying, for the new people to Formula One, if you have a good car, then both of your drivers are more likely to do well in the season, which will get you more points for the Constructors Championship.
Yes, exactly.
I was going to ask about your ADHD hyperfixation right now.
Oh, yes. Our oldest sister recently got into Formula One, and now she's all about Formula One. She's got Formula One Legos. She's got Formula One, like, printouts from Etsy, and she wants to decorate her whole room into Formula One. And she's got a Formula One calendar. So we just wanted to ask what brought on this hyperfixation, and is it gonna last?
Which I know you talked about that the movie got you into it.
Yeah.
But what is this hyperfixation?
I've always been that way. So I don't know if you guys have ever done like the Clifton Strengths Finder test where you take a little quiz and it gives you like your 5 top strengths. Well, one of mine is input, which means I really like to absorb data.
What
the hell are you laughing at?
The kids.
Downstairs. There's like, a lot of noise. But, so one of my strengths is input, and it means that I like to really absorb data. And I don't consider getting some branded stuff as hyperfixation. To me, the hyperfixation is the binge watching of Drive to Survive. It's the looking up things. Like when putting together the list of teams, I was doing research as to how they ended the season last year, and just like going into these rabbit holes, that is very on brand for my ADHD. And you're right in that eventually I do move on from the topic, but just in that I stop hyperfixating at some point when I feel like I've reached a limit. But I'll still keep learning about it. But eventually I won't feel as new, and I won't feel the need to keep going down rabbit holes.
I mean, I'm the same way because I also have ADHD.
I don't have ADHD, but I feel like rabbit holes are
got something. You got something.
Yes.
Undiagnosed.
I feel like rabbit holes are normal for everybody. Like literally no, if you have never ever gone down a rabbit hole on anything ever again in your life, please leave a comment, because I truly believe that that's a totally completely normal thing.
I think it is a normal thing, but I think the way that we go down it is different.
How so?
All consuming.
Yes. Because I was super into F1 for a minute. I'm still into it, but I'm not, as like Keith was saying, I'm not as into it now.
But don't you think that's kind of normal when you first get introduced to something?
I repeat, all consuming. In that I watched so many seasons of Drive to Survive in such a short amount of time.
That's called binge watching. Everyone does that.
Yes, also hyperfixation, because it's not just the binge watching of Drive to Survive. It's the reading, it's the looking things up, it's just the all-consuming
all
aspect
F1
is Formula One.
Yes, that happens to everybody.
No,
Sure.
it doesn't. See,
Yes, it
I
does.
think she probably has ADHD now.
Yeah, she does. You got something. You need to diagnose it.
And yes, we were diagnosed. We're not like those people that are like, oh my god, I have ADHD.
Okay, we're not going to make fun of people and their mental health.
I will not forget this. One time, I do theater. I do theater. I told someone, I was like, oh yeah, I have ADHD. And then he was like, oh yeah, you and everybody else in theater. And I said, no, because I was actually diagnosed and I was on medication for it.
But how do you know he wasn't like being serious?
What?
Like, how do you know he wasn't being serious?
He was being serious.
was
That's
being
the
serious.
point. What are
Yeah, like everyone in theater has ADHD.
Oh, and that his comment meaning that everyone has
Yeah,
it
like what if he
diagnosed.
has come
I
across
think-
a lot of people with ADHD?
I think she understood his meaning.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I understood his meaning, and I wasn't even there.
But I was like, wow. You think I would fake this? You think I want to live like this? Hell!
No, for real. Oh, shit, I forgot my pill. Gotta go take it.
Oh.
And if you're still with us, congratulations. You now know enough about Formula One to talk someone's ear off at a party and ruin their life by getting them addicted to Formula One. Which my sister did to me. If you like this If you like this episode, make sure you follow us on TikTok and YouTube at the Grid Girls F1 and Instagram, the Grid Girls PCast. If you didn't like it, follow us anyway and become an official hater. Don't forget to send us your questions and any topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time.